What's up guys, it's Calvin with Dokon Defense. I'm going to be reviewing the SRU Precision Bullpup Conversion Kit for your AR-15. The guys from SRU came out to California, took me out to the range, we set up one of their units and run a bunch of rounds through it. Here it is. Okay, so first impression right out the box, it looks futuristic. It looks like every other bullpup, like something out of Starship Troopers or Halo. Has a cool little look to it. And you're able to throw in your upper receiver and your lower receiver. Your upper receiver, your lower receiver, and the chassis are connected on a 3-pin system. You have the initial 2 holes that connect your upper and lower receiver, and then an adapter that goes on the underside of your upper that connects with the pin right above the trigger guard to the chassis. The trigger is an external trigger. When you actuate it, it actuates the internal trigger that you have on your lower receiver. I thought there was going to be some delay to that. When I was running it, I didn't see any delays. It was keeping up with as fast as I can run my trigger finger. It was as fast as the gun was going to run. It does have QD mounts on the stock, so if you want to have some sling attachments on the rear, that's very much possible. A shield on the stock by your cheek well that helps with the reflection of the casings. I had an ejection pattern at 2 o'clock that was pretty consistent. The mag release is behind the mag well, which actuates the one that's on your lower receiver, and the bolt catch is still the one attached to your lower receiver. You still have all the same components in your lower. You do have to change out, of course, the buffer system. It comes with the buffer stop. When I was shooting it, it kind of reminded me if I was running like, say, a Rattler on the front end with the robustness of a M249 saw on the stock. It was just a whole different feel. I'm used to running an AR platform, but when I was shooting it, it was definitely keeping up pretty smooth. To be able to have the accuracy of a full-length barrel in such a short, compact size is definitely a plus. The only thing I found myself having to adapt to was the way that I reload. Coming from an AR background, reloading with the Bullpup system kind of felt like going from training the traditional gi jiu-jitsu into the more modern no-gi jiu-jitsu stuff. It's very similar and it kind of feels familiar, but you could tell there's a difference. But the more you train, the more you see the differences, and then it becomes fun. The weight was something that, I really had a gripe with. After my first run, I found myself having to dig my sling out of my range bag and throw that on. It was heavy. This does add weight to your initial setup. I found myself feeling like I was carrying my M249 saw after several runs. Also, it doesn't accommodate flat face triggers. It only accommodates curved triggers. That's something that I personally don't like. If you run curved triggers, then this is good for you. It's an easy transition. The setup process, I was able to see some of the setup process when they brought it out. If you don't have everything, all out there and set up from your AR, you're gonna have to spend some time punching some pins, throw in your sight, whatever other attachments you want to have on the Bullpup, but it's better recommended you have this thing set up prior to going out. All right guys, that was the SRU Bullpup conversion kit for your AR system. Would I buy this? Yes. Just to get a feel for a Bullpup system, and if I don't like it, I can always convert back to my AR platform. And then it'd be something fun to have to take to the range, just go plink around with.
If you ever ran this system, let me know your thoughts on it. What was your experience like? And if there's anything else that you want me to review, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. My name's Calvin with Ocon Defense. I'll see you guys on the range.